in Detroit for this game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Nice quickness displayed there by Ball. Lethal in the open floor. Actually, that's his best game, open court basketball. Tough matchup for the D.
Now here's Green. Pass to Halliburton. They kick it out to Green. And stolen by Şengün. And Smith with the stuff.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Pass to Smith. The shot that time, not on target. And Detroit the other way now. Here's Halliburton. And that time, also a missed shot.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Ball. Outside, Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Well, Jalen Green is a product of G League Ignite and clearly showing other folks there's a new path for potential lottery picks to take.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Here's Smith. Here's Şengün. That shot misses. Collins with some nice D. For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
Yeah, I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Jackson. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Clock at 6. Smith. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now, Halliburton. It's stolen by Smith. And it's the Rockets on the break. Smith with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range. So great bloodline.
Pass to Wall. On the wing, Johnson. The kick out to Wall. Offline with his 3. Rockets leading by 10. Smith wide open. He fires. Misses the wing J.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
The 3. Rebound by Christopher. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 13-3 run. Pass to Portis. Inside. Smith drawn the double team. Good work defensively by Johnson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
The Wall giving me some evidence of that bounce, throwing it down with authority.
Pass to Christopher. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Can't hit from in close. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Rockets lead by 10.
The Rockets, 15.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities. And one of Green's best assets is leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And here are the Rockets now. Pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him. During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
Well, you can't let ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Pass to Jones. Halliburton outside. Just 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, And that scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And Jackson gets it to go.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Halliburton outside. Here's Jones. Outside for Halliburton. Second shot opportunity. The Rockets pull it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Timeout called, the Rockets. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. On the wing, Johnson. Down low. And Bryant slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
It's Jones on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Şengün. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
For Detroit, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Christopher. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
It's his first trip to the line. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Here's Christopher. He has 5. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again. High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Here's Christopher. Off target from three-point range. Shot and game clock separated by 5. That one good for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Smith. Another shot. Tries it again. Pass to Şengün. Back to Smith. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Smith got 12 points in the game. From deep, Wall. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Houston Rockets, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Outside, Ball. And then Smith with the jam.
One of the most impressive things about Ball is his awareness. He's got great court awareness and is a terrific distributor.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Houston leading by 19. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he's good on the second. Green taking his time here. To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
An underrated part of Green's game is the ability to see the floor and make his teammates better.
Yep, that one goes in there. Jackson's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Houston in total control. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. To the middle. Here's Zubac.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And this is how you carve up a defense. Halliburton slicing to the rack with real force.
With options like the G League Ignite team, fewer players, Clark, feel they have to go to college. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Collins wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Substitution on the floor.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pulls up on the wing. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Green gets it to go.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
It's stolen by Johnson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Pass to Johnson. Back to Green. Stolen by Jackson. .102 left to play here in the third. Over to the wing. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Outside, Green. Launches it. Bryant trying to free himself up. And it's Green missing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson. Oh, my. What a play.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's the Houston Rockets out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And the Pistons with possession here. And Wall with the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, Kessler.
The Pistons on offense. Here's Beauchamp. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Rockets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Holiday. The three-pointer, no good. And the Pistons with possession here. Here's Beauchamp. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Stolen by Holiday. And it's Houston on the break. And that one is good from Okeke.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Pistons passing it around. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. Really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Pass to Şengün. From 15 feet away. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 6. And again, Detroit turns it over. And the Rockets making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Look, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth.
Detroit, 5. First personal foul.
Houston in total control. Ball with a wide open look. And they recover it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Houston ball. Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, Cameron Johnson.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jackson. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
Back to Wall. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Houston. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Pass to Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Jackson. Rob. And it's Wall in the corner. On the wing, Johnson. From deep. No good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean,